It is Monday, the 16th of May 2022, and what is happening in Shanghai? Well, there are conflicting issues. Now, Shanghai has a population of 26 million people. It's a massive city. So, with the total lockdown, is it happening or isn't it happening? I have collected some pictures related or some videos related to what's happening over the last week. The first one you can see basically this is a street in Shanghai. There's a police car there, for example, and a delivery van. Okay, looks pretty empty, but this is the interesting bit, that there are some people, and actually a foreigner, believe it or not, just there. Don't know what she's doing, but is she allowed out? Why is she allowed out when other people aren't? So it feels like certain districts have more privileges than others, or there's less cases, so they're allowed out, etc. Related to the cleaning of the streets, now this I think is just the height of laziness, that they have a robot kind of tank doing all the cleaning while being controlled from a van behind. Quarantine centres are another issue, and these quarantine centres you may be put into, for example, an isolation centre, and they will come around with food every day, and you can see how the food is delivered very slowly. You have a tray outside your window, don't know if you have any air conditioning or not, and bam, they would place the food there. Now, what do you think of the food? Have a look at this. Is that okay, or does that look sort of like out of date? Don't know. In other parts of Shanghai, before, you remember all the bell ringing, all the clanging which went on. And this time, what they've done is what they're doing in some places is just being absolutely silent. No noise at all. So there's an eerie silence around the place. So it looks a little bit like this. This is a suburb of Shanghai, not too sure where it is, but there's no noise at all, apart from my voice rabbiting on there. Interesting. So again, you can see it's conflicting. Some places it seems that people are allowed out, some people aren't. One YouTuber called Teacher Mikey, I may have said, has gone into quarantine because his wife and his son have. I'm waiting for the next video to come out. Boredom is a factor. Boredom, just staying in your apartment, even though it may be a luxury apartment, you are going to get bored. And this is not just humans who get bored, but poor little pussycats as well. Look at this little cat here. He just looks so sad. Poor little cat. He wants to be outside, but of course, if you're outside, then maybe some bad things would happen. Now, this next one is the issue as well, which is quite confusing. These are some of the medical workers, and the quote is on Twitter that some of the hospitals related to the COVID cases have been closed, which is good news because the cases are going down. So this is CCP state propaganda of the medical workers by the Bond, the river in Shanghai, saying that they're sort of like, we're going home now, thank you very much, etc, etc, etc. It's a safer place, and there is a lady taking off her mask and saying freedom and saying goodbye to everyone. That's sort of interesting as well. So is it getting better, or certain places are getting better? We just don't know. So lots of conflicting interests. We go to another thing related to this lady's food. Now, there is a hotline you can call, 12345. She did call them. She did manage to get through, and basically they said, we don't care. But just have a look inside her fridge. It's empty, and she's just eating sort of like rice soup, and that's about it. Shocking stuff. And again, these are videos collected over the last week, that they're still putting up some steel fences, which will lock you down even further on the streets of Shanghai. Not everywhere, but I would say in some places, maybe isolated places. Okay, I got one more picture to go related to this, and Shanghai officials have outlined plans for phasing reopening of shopping malls, supermarkets and other businesses nearly after 2 months of lockdown. Again, which is good news, and there is the image of that. Now, going away from Shanghai and a little bit of advertising for myself is on my other channel. It's called We Travel and Living in Asia, or living in Southeast Asia. My girlfriend, my intrepid explorer, lovely Sophie, went into the countryside as a request by one of my viewers to go and see the farming. And here's a small snippet, but please go to the actual channel in the, or the video in the link below, because we're developing this travel as a We Travel, interactive travel.
Hello. This day fishing part. This is fishing like family fishing. អូមានត្រីក្នុងនេះមានបានត្រីធំៗក៏ត្រីតូចៗ Oh, look, a lot of snail here. They food, and look, this they already do, and that they start to do again. Maybe they plant rice. Yeah, they plant rice, not vegetable. No. We play. The road go to farmer, go to farm, not farmer. Road go to farm. Oh, they plant bean. This is a long bean. It's a long bean. They just little grow. Let's see when it grow. This is the road go to farm. Yeah.
And one more video I have to show. Literally like 2 minutes before I went to record this, Tokyo was upside down, my cat's on top of the wardrobe, and I had to video it. And this is Tokyo on a Monday morning. What a wonderful life some cats have. And that near enough brings us to a close on Monday, the 16th of May 2022. God bless to everyone that like, subscribe, share, and if you want to say thanks, just hit the thanks button on the bottom of the screen there. Be good to everyone. Have an epic day wherever you are. I will see you a little bit later for the show about the Three Gorges Dam. Bye-bye. Cheerio. Thank you.